It's time for the big show. Hello YouTubers, this is Anubifar. Today is the 18th of November 2022. It's the start of IAE. We're going to get some information on the new cutter, and we're also going to get a Star Citizen Live hosted by Jared. It's a big day, so I want to start early. 50% of the views on the channel are from people who are not subscribed. And it doesn't cost anything, so it doesn't really make sense to me. Anyways. IAE is an in-game convention where you can free fly and test all the usable ships from that day's manufacturer, and along with the convention, it's also a massive drive to fund the game as the artificial scarcity is lifted and released for a very short period of time, and with it there's a flood of panic to acquire the perfect addition to your fleet. Today is Drake, which is quite funny within lore because Drake has finally had enough of being at the back of the convention and they said, to hell with it, we're gonna host it. Flight-ready Drake ships are available to test, and all Drake ships will be available to buy either as a concept sale, as a game package, as a standalone ship, or a CCU from another ship, and even a Warbond CCU, which you can use for chaining. More information on the Discord about that. All Drake ships bought today should by default have at least 10-year insurance. The flight-ready ships in no particular order are the Drake Buccaneer, which is a light fighter that sacrifices durability and its ejection seat for raw firepower. It's quite a glass cannon. The Drake Caterpillar, a fantastic mover, a heavy, lightly armed with superior cargo, and this is that ship with all of the little modules that will come in the future. It's a bit of a Swiss Army knife. The newly flight-ready Corsair, a worthy exploration companion, supporting you in battle, discovery, and delivery wherever the winds may steer you. This is basically a gigantic gun. It has guns all over the front, and it steers a little bit like a bus. But as we found out, if you're accidentally in the front of this, and the person wants you dead, it's gonna happen. It's a very bad place to be. The Drake Cutlass Black. Back in black, this is a crowd favorite. This has always been one of those fantastic ships ever since it was reworked. Highly versatile, great multiplayer, good combat, good cargo, right? Just a good all-around ship. Then you have the Drake Cutlass Blue. The Drake Cutlass Blue is less of a good value in my opinion. It's more for bounty hunting. It has better engines and it does have those cargo cells for detaining people. But we don't have its real functionality yet, so we don't really know if it's good or not. The Drake Cutlass Red is along the same lines. The Drake Cutlass Red is said to convert the standard cargo into what they said was a well-equipped medical facility, including 2 medical beds. The reality is that this is not a respawn point anymore, so if you're used to it being that, don't expect that. It's basically band-aids in the field, right? It's gonna stop you from dying, but it won't save you. And then we have the laughable Cutlass Steel. So the most expensive and least useful, in my opinion, Drake Cutlass. It has 18 jump seats, so your entire team could die together, and a bunch of guns and a bunch of other stuff. Stay away. Like, I don't see any reason to use the Cutlass Steel because there are better options out there that are about the same price or less. The Dragonfly Black, which is a hilarious little Gravlab bike. You have a person facing forward and a person facing back, and if that person isn't on the back, you have room for a very little cargo box. The Drake Herald, the only ship that does data running as its primary mission. It's ugly, small, and very fast. It has a bunch of bespoke gear that's not working yet, and if you're into data, this is one option. The other might be the MSR, and the last one might be the Endeavor, whenever that thing comes out, right? The Drake Mule, fun little transport cargo. It's designed to be used in the outskirts, and it's designed to be a little bit like a loading platform, a little bit of a cargo transporter to help move stuff from a cargo deck to large ships. The Mule works, and it's just as simple as that. Now, along with the very limited ships, the Kraken is a capital-sized battle maul. There are variants of the Kraken, and they will be sold in 3 waves throughout the day. Also, just by visiting the site on Microtech, your account will be given a unique Spectrum badge to commemorate this year's event. Collect all 9, and guess what? You get the 10th for free to signify that you saw the entire event. When we get actual information on the new cutter, I'm going to post a video just on that. The standalone cutter Warbond should be relatively inexpensive, and this should come with lifetime insurance. This is already a great ship, but it's also what's called an LTI token. The token allows you to upgrade to whatever ship you want because the original cutter, LTI, has LTI. The upgraded ship will also have LTI. And this is pretty much all I feel I need to say about today. Go check out the convention, go check out the Anubifar Discord where we have a dedicated channel just to pin good CCU chains as they're being found. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. Fly safe, and I'll see you at IAE. Yay.